Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the Rancho Kitchen today. Yeah, it's a little cold for a nightie here on February 21st, but we're going to be doing some baking this morning, and it's going to be a Rosie's Quick Biscuits. One thing that I have been on a diet since January 1st, and almost coming up on 2 months. But on Sunday, we have what's called the cheat day. So today I'm going to be having some biscuits. And then tonight, I already have some dough that's already been started yesterday. And if you're going to make fresh bread, start it the day before to give your dough a chance to age and get some flavor, okay? But biscuits are a whole nother story. When you do biscuits, you want to knock them out fast. You want to make them good. And one of the keys is you want to use shortening with just a little bit of butter in it, and you don't want to overbeat or over knead your biscuits, or else they become tough like hockey pucks. So we don't want to do that. The ingredients are easy: a couple cups of flour, a quarter of a cup or so of shortening, a couple tablespoons of butter, a little bit of milk, a little bit of salt, and just a tad of sugar if you like them a little on the sweet side. And well, they're easy to make. Come on over to the countertop and I'll show you. What I have here on the counter is my 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have some baking powder, and you should try to use the aluminum free. I just want to use this stuff. I've got about a quarter of a cup of shortening here. I've got a little bit of butter that's warming up, but not too much. You want that butter to stay in a solid form. And I've got salt and I've got sugar. So I'm going to leave the frame of the video, something you should never do, right? And I'm going to, these are going to be fast. I'm going to throw a teaspoon of baking powder into the flour here. And then I'm going to do about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And remember, salt adds structure to baked goods. And then for just a little hint of sweetness, I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon of sugar. And that baking powder was 1 teaspoon. I might have said tablespoon. I can't recall. And then you just want to take all of your dry ingredients and always mix them together really well, or else you'll have some spots that don't rise and some others. And I've preheated the oven to 375, and we have a nice convection oven. Our Fisher Paykel. Alright, so I'm mixing that together real good. And then the trick, clear off your counter, get all your stuff put away. And then the next trick is going to be cutting in the shortening and the butter. And this is where sometimes this presents a lot of difficulty for people. So I'm actually opening up that, popping in that cube of shortening there. Then I want to take my knife and cut about 2 tablespoons of butter, just to give that kind of butter flavor to it. And most biscuits are made with shortening, by the way. Shortening is a lot easier to work with, and it's more forgiving. Now I want to just throw this in the trash, grab my milk, and I'll be back in a second. Next thing we want to do is try to cut in our butter and shortening, and I use 2 knives to do that. And I will just work it like that. And what I'm trying to do is break that up into small, less than pea-size chunks. And you can buy pastry cutting knives. Do a good job. There shouldn't be any stickiness or anything like that. And you just keep working that in. You can see it's starting to disappear in the bowl there. And the less you handle it, the better, because you start melting your shortening and your butter. So now I've reached the point where I've washed my hands. I'll now go in here and just sort of spread the butter out and the flour and get it, make sure I don't have any big chunks, and the flour will keep it from sticking. And you just work your hands right in there. This is really the key to good Southern biscuits, is before you add your liquids, making sure that all of your shortening and butter is combined in real good, because it should start, your dough should stop being so dry, and it should start to take on a little bit of a wet look. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little more butter and add it in another 3 tablespoons. Okay, you can see the consistency now. It's all very crumbly looking. Now we're going to go ahead and add just a little bit of do a little well in the bottom there, make a little well. Then we're going to add some cream in, and we're going to work it from the outside. Working in, and you don't want this real wet. Go ahead and add a little more. Alright everybody, happy Sunday. The trick is keep it moving around until all the flour gets coated up. And you can just move that into a really simple bowl. Here, we're going to go ahead and flour the counter here. Put that down here. Dump that out on the counter. And we're going to work that together real good. You don't want to work it too much, just a little bit. Just enough to get it together. Okay. Otherwise you make it really too tough. Okay, but we got to make sure it's all incorporated and there are no dry spots in there. Okay. Alright. Now we can put that into a ball. Okay. Did you say 130?
30 degrees, the inner circle of 30.
No, it's the outer one that counts, not the inner. Okay. Now we're going to... Yes. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is just roll this out. Take our time. Turn it a little bit here. Just keep it pressed together. You'll have some spots that kind of want to come apart. Just kind of force them. Okay. And then we can, they're rolled out to about, I'd say 3/4 of an inch thick down there. Then we can take our cookie cutter, not our cookie cutter, our biscuit cutter. We only have 2 cups of flour, so it's not going to be a lot. And that's the way they're looking. onto the sheet.
90.
Okay. Just recombine some of this. Guys having fun? Work it all in there real good. Kind of give her a little roll. And these kind of scrappy ones are always kind of weird. They usually don't hold together. They fall apart. You can see the I got over here the pan, so I should be able to just cut out one more here. Keep that together. Actually, I think I got more out than I thought I would get on here. Okay, so we got like 3, 6, so 7. Okay, so in the oven we're going to put them initially for about 15 minutes and then take a look at them. Okay. Alright guys, we are done. There they are, they've risen good. So I'm going to give Missy Jen a couple of the choice ones here. The Biscuits for her on her plate to enjoy. Alright, so they have good color to them and everything. And Rosie, being the scruffy kind of gal I am, I'll take the scruff. Well, I'll take one good one and one scruffy one there. Okay, so alright, how do they look? Pretty good? Real fast,
Looking
real
good
simple.
in the neighborhood.
They're good. So we'll let them. We're going to sit down and enjoy them.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Gorgeous.
Let me tell you, brother.
Yes,
one
gorgeous.
minute, 1 minute biscuits.
Gorgeous
All right.
with 2 luscious biscuits.
Just a little change of pace from waffles are 1 minute biscuits. All right. They are hot and flaky, guys. So wait for Missy Jen. That's the way you like them. Just fall apart tender. Good, good, good. Special treat on the Rancho. Goes Missy Jen to tuck into one of her minute biscuits here. We like it fast. We like it good. See that baby's plenty flaky there. And these have a lot more density than store-bought because they use more flour. They make those things very light and they whip a lot of air into that stuff. So these are real old school minute biscuits. Flour, water, flour, cream, baking powder, salt, sugar, and love. Alright, liking them, Missy Jen?
No additives, no chemicals.
No additives, no nothing. Nothing. Alright. Let me tell you, these are good. Especially if they sit for a little while before you eat them. They're always very hot. And that moisture gets driven out very quickly when you take them out of the oven. Then they really hit flaky. They really hit good. Alright guys, there you have it. Rosie's 1 minute biscuits, Sunday treat for the Missy and I on the Rancho. And nice change of pace from pancakes and from waffles here. So, okay, thanks for being along everybody. And thumbs up are appreciated. Cheers.